Bottom of the 8th inning, 6-6 game. Kyle Velasquez, Jonathan Kelly, and J.J. Hoover for the Portland Pickles. New right-hander on the hill for the Walla Walla Sweets is the diminutive Brock Efon. Sort of. And he fires in ball one outside, 1-0. Efon making his third appearance of the West Coast League season on the mound. He has a 3.37 ERA in his previous two appearances. There's his 1-0 pitch. Over first strike, 1-1. Well, he doesn't really throw with a ton of velocity, that's for sure.
No.
The 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1.
Yeah, looks like they're just going to set up and kind of let him throw that soft stuff away. Just try and get the Pickles to roll over a little bit. Portland's going to have to make the adjustment, drive the ball to the right side a few times here.
Scorched to third. Up with the ball is Cirillo, the new third baseman, and Connor throws in time for the out. And Velasquez is retired, 5-3, 1 gone in the 8th. Should mention to you that Cirillo, after pinch running for Vitt and was stranded at third base, Cirillo stays in the game and plays third. Previous third baseman Farmer kicks down to catch with Vitt removed from the game, and now Efon, who is the DH on the hill.
Yep. I see Velasquez motioning to his on-deck hitters, scoot up in the box a little bit here. Not going to get on you as fast as the arms we've seen so far.
Jonathan Kelly now hitting this one in the air, but got underneath it to left field. Drifting back, still going back, and making the catch on the track is Lopez. 2 outs. Definitely had some extra carry there.
Oh, dang it. So that turned from just got under it to just missed it there.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a routine fly ball to left, and it kept going.
So Efon has recorded a couple of outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that will bring up J.J. Hoover with 2 outs, bases empty.
I must say, there was a pitcher on the Reds a couple years ago named J.J. Hoover. That's all I can think about when I hear that name right now.
Strike one, it's the corner, 0-1. You, my friend, are a desperate Reds fan.
I'll say, my friends always give me a hard time. They're like, dude, you're the biggest Reds fan. I was like, I know, and you better hope they never actually get good or you'll never hear it, never hear the end from me.
The Reds pitcher hits a pop-up behind the mound, and Cirillo comes over to make the catch. J.J. Hoover is retired. Good job by Brock Efon going 1-2-3 through the Pickles in the 8th. We go to the 9th, tied at 6. Top of the 9th inning in a 6-6 ball game. Brock Efon, now pitching for Walla Walla, is leading things off. Efon, Foles, and Farmer 4, 5, and 6 against Timothy Post. Ball one inside. The 1-0 now. Slider hits the corner. Efon says, yeah, I see it. Okay.
Probably looking for something a little straighter there.
Yep. Same pitch. Come on, bro.
Well, it should tell you. I mean, he saw the first one, nodded at it, almost swung at that one because it was the same pitch. Should have been a dead giveaway there.
The 2-1 now. Fastball high, 3-1 to Ifon. Give Post a lot of credit coming in with the bases loaded, 2 outs in the 8th inning and getting a hot hitter in Cesar Lopez to pop out. That's what keeps this game tied so far. The 3-1 to Ifon. Slider. Oh man, if you squeeze it, it's a strike. Well, maybe.
I guess we can't be too sure anymore.
If you squeeze it, it's a really good pitch. Should be a strike. It goes off the glove of Hoover, and it will be a leadoff walk for Ifon here in the 9th.
Can imagine we'll see the small ball here with Walla Walla only needing 1 run to take the lead. Well, you never know. We haven't been too good at this guessing game.
Yeah, but that being said, Foles is struggling tonight, swinging it on his own. He is 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, so I think he's probably more than willing to square around if called upon. And he does, taking off the plate, ball 1. Hoover, got to squeeze it, baby. 1-0. We'll move to first. Ifon gets back to the bag. Now that's your pitcher now, so why don't you pick over there a couple more times, huh?
Probably just a little show-me move there. Maybe see if he can catch the hand squaring again.
And they know he's, make him work a little bit. Foles turn. Come on, dude. Seriously. Where's that missing? It's like the posture of the batter can dictate whether it's going to be a ball or a strike anymore.
Exactly.
Like the zone doesn't matter. Angus to goodness. 2-1 now to Foles.
Taken all the way there. Can only assume the bunt will be back on here.
Ifon to lead off first. Bunt squared around. It's dropped in front. Picked up by Lambeau. Goes to first in time for the out. Ifon advances to second base, representing the go-ahead run. And the sacrifice executed by Foles. That ends up going 5-4. Boy, Walla Walla must be ridiculously thin pitching because Ifon is the go-ahead run. Definitely the slowest guy on the team, and he is not being taken out for a pinch runner.
Nope.
They already burned their pinch runner with Connor Cirillo, who ended up staying in the game to play third base. But you're very committed to Ifon coming in to pitch again. Oh, gosh. Ball 1 bounces away from Hoover, and that allows Ifon the go-ahead run to get to third base with less than 2 outs.
Cause the infield to draw in a little bit. Hoover's really got to bear down now. One more of those, and Walla Walla will take the lead.
Infield brought in. The 1-0 pitch. Hit right back to Post, past his glove, into center field, a base hit. Scorcher from Farmer. Ifon comes in to score. The Walla Walla Sweets lead at 7-6 here in the 9th. Boy, that ball was absolutely tagged, but also just centimeters away from catching it was Post. RBI knock for Farmer, the 11th hit of the game for Walla Walla. And with one away here in the 9th, that brings up Chaz Martinez. The offer to Martinez down low for ball one. It's got to be hard as a catcher, though, as well, to just pop right back in there. Who knows how much baseball Hoover's been playing this summer.
Yeah, no kidding.
And with a bunch of arms you're not familiar with. The 1-0 out. Swing and a miss by Martinez. Strike one, 1-1. Everything else is final around the league. We mentioned the Bend Elks throwing a combined one-hit shutout down at Oregon State to beat the Corvallis Knights 7-0. The 1-1 delivery. Outside, 2-1. Ridgefield Raptors get some revenge on Bellingham, win that one 9-3. Kelowna Falcons edging out Port Angeles 7-6 in Canada. 2-1 now. Swing and a miss by Martinez. 2-2. And the Victoria Harbor Cats 7-3 winners over Cowlitz. It's my favorite hook right here. 2-2 to Martinez from post with one out. Move to first. Diving back in safely is Farmer after his RBI single. Scored Efon to make it 7-6 Sweets. Two pitch. Swung on, line to left field. It's down for a base hit. Up with the ball, Scoro. Over to second goes Farmer. Chas Martinez, his first hit of the night. And now it's first and second with one out. And a run in for the Swedes here in the top of the 9th, leading 7-6. And that will bring up Emmanuel Dean. Strike one to Dean. Dean with a bit of a volatile reaction to that one. I'm not sure if it was a disagreement with the call or with himself. I was honestly not surprised that it's called a strike. The 0-1 swings and fouls. Strike two, 0-2. 0-2 the count with one out, first and second in the 9th. Lead-off walk came around to score here in the top half of the 9th inning. There's an 0-2 now from post to Dean. Down and away, smothered by Hoover. Good block. Ball one, 1-2. Never got around to telling you my parking adventure today.
Oh, yeah. Been on the edge of my seat over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tell. That's why you haven't brought it up for 6 innings. One and two. Down and away, 2-2. Pull up right around 6 o'clock, you know. It's actually pretty good for me.
Yeah.
But I could tell it was going to be a big crowd because the side street I normally park on is just, it's packed.
Wow.
Curb to curb, both sides. It's just packed. Like, well, it's going to be interesting. So, see a little gap, though. A little gap in front of a car. It's a touch in the driveway entrance. The 2-2. Comebacker. Oh, off the glove of Kelly into center field. A base hit Rounding third, trying to score another one is Farmer. He scores. That one just comes rocketing back at post. He couldn't get a glove to it in time, and it goes off Kelly's glove. That would have been a spectacular play by him if he would have snared it. And it gets into center field for an RBI single for Emmanuel Dean. He's now 2 for 5. And it's an 8-6 lead for the visitors.
Yeah, just in time for Post to catch his breath from the first liner that came right back at him. Here comes another one, and Kelly was positioned perfectly, but ball was hit very hard and right off the glove.
High fly ball to right field, snared by Luttrell. He sends it back into the infield. Tagging is Martinez from second to third. Dean stays put at first. Cirillo flies out to right. For out number 2. Back to the top of the lineup, and Parker Price, who has reached base 4 out of his 5 plate appearances. 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and a single. There's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch on its way to Price. Swung on, hit in the infield in the air. Velasquez underneath. He makes the catch, and that retires the side. Walla Walla.
That's a little interesting. Interesting.
It's probably nothing, but it's just a weird way to say something. What is that? 9-1-2 for the Pickles. Last chance here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Alex Lambeau, John Jensen, and Gabe Scoro coming up against Brock Efon. Strike 1 to Lambeau. Down by a couple of runs. Efon has what he wants. Wines, kicks, fires. Takes down and away is Lambeau for the count, evening up at a ball and a strike. Alex is 1 for 3. He had an RBI single in that 4-run 4th inning. That helped give Portland a 4-2 lead at the time. Here's a 1-1 offer now. High, ball 2, 2-1. Efon on 2-1. Fires. Hit high and deep down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, it goes foul. That have home run distance? Pretty close.
This is very close, yeah.
I think it just got out of play.
Yeah. Believe it or not, it might actually banged off the about 4-foot wall out there.
Yeah. Little retro pink, baby. Love it. Two from Efon. Bloop to shallow right, and it's down for a base hit. Lambeau leads off the 9th inning with a single. Brings the tying run to the plate with nobody out in the 9th. Well, we've seen pretty clearly this is going to be Efon's game to win or lose. seeing as he stayed in the game to run for himself in scoring position when the game was tied in the top of the 9th inning.
Although there is someone in the Walla Walla bullpen tossing right now.
That is true. There's a right-hander getting loose. Here is John Jensen. He has singled each of his last 2 trips to the plate. Takes the first offer down and in from Ifon. Ball 1, 1-0.
Tell you what, this is the kind of matchup I like. We've seen Jensen take some big-time hacks this summer, and if he can time this up just right and use that pull side power he has, we can have a tie game in one swing here.
Sounds like you want to play the yard card.
You know what? I might as well. I pretty much did, so let's do it.
Move to first. Lambeau dives back in. Caleb Jones playing the yard card, meaning he is predicting a home run for the current man at the plate, John Jensen. 1-0. The pitch. Slow curve that touches the outside corner. Can't hit that out of the park.
Yeah, leave that one alone.
Yeah, 1-1.
You'll get a better one.
The 1-1 pitch.
There it is.
Hit in the air.
There it is.
Deep down the right field.
There it
line. Gone! Caleb Jones nails it with the yard card, and John Jensen delivers with a 2-run shot to tie the game. It is 8-8 in the bottom of the 9th.
Sometimes you just have a feeling.
John Jensen delivers the 2-run shot high and deep that stayed fair to right field and ties the ball game. Accurately predicted by Caleb Jones. That was well done, sir.
Oh, man.
Well done.
Pickles left fielder from the University of Portland, number 12. You know what I'm talking about. Gabe Scuro.
The new arm is Dimmick Wood for the Walla Walla Sweets after John Jensen's 2-run home run ties things up here in the bottom of the 9th. Walla Walla 8, Portland 8. Here is Gabe Scoro against Wood to reset the inning. And the first offer on its way, down and away. Ball 1 to Gabe. Now, Caleb Jones, you called it. You played the yard card during the John Jensen at-bat. Laid it out perfectly. Just felt like he was due, and his swing path and what Ifon had to offer might have resulted in a home run, and yes, sir, it did. 1-0, missing, ball 2, 2-0.
Feels pretty good, I must say.
Gotta say, man, I'm proud of you.
Wow. I really made it. Really made it now.
Yeah, you should basically retire after the game. I mean, that's a walk-off almost.
Man, what a week. Podcast, yard card.
Yeah, just shut it down.
Man.
Shut it down.
Yeah.
Strike 1, 2-1 to Scoro. So anyway, I'm pulling up to the game. I'm like trying to finish this story for like the 4th time.
Small gap. Driveway.
So
I'm following along, I promise.
low ball 3, 3-1. So I pull up, and yeah, there's like 2 feet in front of one car and then 3 feet into the driveway. And you're not supposed to block a driveway, right? Pulling up to the game, can't do that. Scoro turns on it, down the line, foul. Barely. Some good swings from the Pickles.
Yep.
I decided to park there anyway.
Okay.
I say, you know what? I'm above the rules. I'm above the law.
That you are.
So, thank you. So I park in front of the car. I mean, it's a manual too, so I'm nice and, I feel it out and get right next to car behind me. And I'm taking away about 3 feet from the driveway, but you can easily get the 2 cars in and out of the driveway still.
Okay.
You can. Some little kid sees me, and like I'm, throwing down my meatball marinara because I'm hungry, stuff in my face. 3-2 pitch. Tap toward third. Cirillo, bad hop, and it gets into left field. And Scoro will not be able to take second base. He was trying to beat it out up the line. It took a nasty hop on Cirillo and went off his glove in the left. That will be an error. And Scoro, representing the winning run, is on base.
I say, right when you saw that high hop there, you just had the confidence Gabe would beat that out anyways. He's got good speed. Always busting it down the line, hard 90, and here we go. We got the winning run aboard just like that.
Now we'll bring up Kyle Manzardo. Manzardo bunts in front of the plate. Picked up by Dingwood. Safe at first base is Manzardo. He beats it out for a hit. Wow, how about that?
Manzardo showing some wheels there. I think the difference there, you got the catcher going out for, you got the pitcher coming in. Pitcher calls him off and ultimately has to stop his momentum turn and deliver the ball to first. If the catcher just comes through that, he calls the ball right away, comes through that with the momentum going that way. Much easier throw, and I think that could have resulted in a potential out. Nonetheless, Manzardo busting it down the line, getting himself a hit.
Now we'll bring up Thomas Radinsky. Max is trying to get his attention. Lays down the signs with nobody out. Bottom of the 9th, first and second. Pickles tied 8-8. Winning run in scoring position. Walker Stadium feeling the moment. You win the game, you move 2.5 games within Corvallis down the stretch. Time. So anyway, I'm slamming the meatballs up.
We're on the clock here. We got to get this story in.
Kid says, hey, dude, you can't park there, but I'm already like 20 feet down to the stadium. I thought about arguing with him, saying, do you know who I am? I'm the friend of Caleb Jones. And then he said, I don't want to hear from you, so I go and I move my car. 20 minutes later, after my initial park job, I end up at the ballpark. Story over. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's fantastic.
God, I suck at this. The pitch to Radinsky. I don't know what kind of weird move that is. Does Walla Walla know how to play bunt defense?
Yeah,
they have 2 guys holding them on with the short. I know the wheel play.
Yeah,
the shortstop
exactly.
flashing
But the second baseman's usually not just standing right there.
Yeah.
And he's keeping him close, so he doesn't obviously extend with the shortstop that's taken off to third. So I get that. Obviously, there'll be no play at first unless Ifan just stays there. If they're going to charge like that, Radinsky turns around and slaps one into that 6-hole like he often does. We got a ball game over potentially.
Oh, and he's going to do the job for us. Winning run goes down to third base on the wild pitch by Wood.
Home plate umpire motioning to the wall. Oh, yep, they're going to put him on for free.
Intentional walk being issued to Thomas Radinsky now with no outs. It will load the bases.
I think Walla Walla's going to play a little shift here, bring one of their outfielders in. Yep, they're calling in the center fielder here. They're going to go 5 infielders. And only two, well, they're trying to at least. They're trying to get Caulfield's attention here. Calling him in, yep. Come play the infield, Caulfield.
He's not looking.
Maybe they just want him in a little bit. I mean, it makes sense. I'll say, they're all calling him in to come play right behind second base.
Patrick,
there you go.
Play second base. Thank you.
There you go. Price kind of taking command there.
There you go.
So for those of you at home, this makes sense because the out has to be at home. Ball hit to the outfield, sac fly, game's over anyways. You are banking on getting a ground ball in the infield, covering more area in the infield, getting the out at home here.
This inning started with Alex Lambeau hitting a base hit to right field. John Jensen hitting a game-tying 2-run home run over the wall down the right field line to tie it at 8. Then the pitching change, and Gabe Scoro reached on an error at third. Kyle Manzardo dropped down a perfect bunt and beat it out. And Thomas Radinsky let a wild pitch go by to advance runners to second and third, and that was issued first on a free pass, intentional walk. Now fifth infielder being brought in, and Patrick Caulfield behind the mound. There are nobody out in the bottom of the ninth, and the winning run is 90 feet away for Chase Luttrell. Chase tied the game at 6 his last time up with a 2-run single in the 7th inning. Walla Walla.
It's just barely out of your screen, but the center fielder, Patrick Caulfield, is just to the left of second base there. At least from your guys' view of the left. 5 infielders, 2 on the left side, 3 on the right.
So pitch. Ball 1. 1-0 to Chase Luttrell.
The Luttrell, job simple. Put the ball in the air into the outfield. There's a ton of green out there. Good speed in third. Good speed on third in Scoro.
The 1-0 offer. Hit in the air. Foul out of play. Strike 1. 1-1.
There you get a good view of the 5 infielders there for Walla Walla. Really trying to force a ground ball and get that out. Get that force out at the plate, cut down the run, keep the game alive.
Back in 4th game. Who gets the last laugh? The 1-1. Hit in the air to shallow left. Moving over Lopez. He dropped the ball!
He drops it!
He dropped the ball! Pickles win the game! 9-8. Lopez dropped the ball. Luttrell the hero. Unbelievable drama at Walker Stadium.
Wow.
Of all the unpredictable things, Lopez drops the ball in left for an error. The 4th error of the game. The final score, Portland 9, Walla Walla 8. Unbelievable.
Wow, I mean, every day we come and we think we've seen it all. And man, that was unbelievable. One of 2 outfielders out there. Pop up, shallow left field right to him, almost essentially, he's positioned there for it. The coach has even kind of positioned him, pulled him in there to make that catch, and probably just took his eye off the ball, tried to get the ball to home plate too quick.
I don't think Max sends him if Lopez catches that ball.
I really don't think he does either. It was real shallow. I mean, Scoro's got great speed, but I think he would have bluffed the attempt the whole time.
Well, the good thing is that I can ask Max that question here coming up in a moment when he comes up for the postgame. What a game and what a finish. Little blooper to left field that Lopez drops and then ultimately leads Portland to win the baseball game by a final of 9-8. Incredible finish. Absolutely unreal. And honestly much needed for the Pickles, and they are much deserving of it. Ice Bags with Max now. On the post-game show, 9-8, the final. Coach, gosh, there are some things you just can't script in this sport, and this would be one of them. What are you thinking on that fly ball to left field?
We weren't going. We weren't even going to deke. We were just tagging. And Gabe just was coming off the bag. As soon as we saw it pop out of his glove, we got a good break on it.
So Scoro, he wasn't going to tag.
He wasn't coming.
No.
Not with no outs.
And now you know Cesar well. We brought that up last night. In his mind, is he just trying to squeeze that and maybe rush the throw to the plate?
There's combination of things. That's a tougher play than people think because of the lights.
Right.
They're low lights here. And second thing, he just tried to rush the play, and physical mistakes happen. He's a great player, and those things happen to great players just like they happen to bad players.
That's right. That's right. Resilience from your team in this game, Coach. Unbelievable. You go down early, you come back, take the lead, go down 6-4. Then Latrell ties it again. Go down 8-6 in the ninth inning. And then walk me through the approaches in that bottom of the ninth, starting with Lambeau.
Lambeau was taken until he got a strike. We were going to take until we got a strike until we got the tying run to the dish. That's a two-strike knock. And our two-strike approach is a hard to soft out to in. So in other words, we're not going to get beat by a fastball. We're going to adapt to a breaking pitch, and we're going to cover the outside and react to the pitch in and never let the umpire determine what the outcome is going to be. So it was a great competitive at-bat for Lamby. And then he kept it fair, man.
He kept it fair.
Yeah, he kept it fair.
I got to give our color man, Caleb Jones, who runs camera, a lot of credit. He had a good feeling going into that at-bat. He played the yard card with John Jensen during that AB. Just felt like John had that swing path and had the timing right. The guy wasn't throwing very hard, so if he got something middle or middle in, he could take it out, and he did.
Well, we sort of knew what they were thinking because Jenny will pull that ball a lot of times off speed pitches, doesn't stay back, and gets his hands outside the baseball. That time his path to the baseball was perfect, and he had about 15 to 20 feet to spare, so it was a good shot.
It's an unbelievable, dramatic moment. The pitching change occurs. You're in a tie game, deep in the teeth of it in the bottom of the ninth. You reset. Gabe Scoro starts it all over again.
Yeah, Gabe comes up and does his deal, right? Gabe's been swinging the bat really, really well, and that ball had a lot of top spin on it, not backspin, so when it hit the ground, it took a little weird hop on him. It was not as an easy play as people think, and Gabe was down the line in a hurry, so we forced the issue. If a guy doesn't go down and give you a hard 90, that might be a play he makes, but that guy was getting down the line, so he sort of made his own breaks. What did Branch Rickey say? Luck is a residue of design.
There it is.
So
Manzardo, you call up a bunt there for Kyle, and he's able to beat it out.
Well, that just tells you about Manzo. He's our best player, probably our best hitter. If not, he's the best hitter here. Yeah. And he just did his job unselfishly. And then again, what did he do? He got a hard 90 down the line and beat it out. So that was another great play for us. So.
And you get the wild pitch, the intentional walk, and the Latrell, the fly ball there at the end. But even Chase. The two-run RBI that he had the previous plate appearance to tie the game, he's just been nails at the plate too. He's money.
That whole inning sort of set up after the wild pitch. I turned to JB and I told him they're going to walk and they're going to go to five-man infield and Latrell's up, right? So he's been hot for us all year. He's steady. I had to go back in history and think of a player. Remember I used Billy Buckner from Manzo. Yeah. He's Joe Rudy from the early 1970 Oakland A's. Man, wow. He's just steady. That's a big compliment. He won't know who he is, right? But Joe Rudy is a heck of a player. That's who he is. Yeah. So, he came through again, and we're resilient.
Yeah. Competitive series when you went to Walla Walla and took 1 out of 3. Then they returned the favor. I mean, this was as competitive as it gets. Not always great baseball, both sides. Some sloppiness involved, but dramatic finish at the end, and you end up taking 2 out of 3.
Yeah, what saved us today was you look up on that board and the line score says 0 errors. So, I think we walked 8 guys tonight. So when you do that, they got 13 hits, add 8 more to that. So they had 21 base runners. That's a tough thing to do and to win a baseball game that way. So it's just resilient. But if you look back on the scores this entire season, we've had our share of losses in the 8th and 9th innings, right? And so it's nice to win one of these things now. But we've been competitive in every series except for that first Corvallis series. It's not like we're rolling over and letting people kick our cans, right? We're getting after you. We're going to compete. We play hard, and that's a good testament to our guys.
Well, it's never fun for an opponent to come into Walker Stadium and play. I mean, this is a tough venue for a road team, and the environment seemed to be on fire tonight.
They were loud. The place was rocking, man. Yeah. I can't wait to get home next weekend, especially if we can go down and take care of business in Port Angeles. It could mean something at the very end. It could mean we have a shot to get in. It could mean that we could knock Corvallis, Cowlitz out. So you just got to come and compete, but we've got to take care of Friday night. So we got to get on the bus, get down there, and get ready to go.
2.5 games out. Corvallis lost tonight, 7-0 to Bent. They got combined 1-hit shutout, actually.
So
the
two,
Bend
two and a
Elks.
half back with what, 9 to play?
2.5 back with 9 to play.
Miracle
Let's
of
make it
Coogan's
happen,
Bluff. Stranger things have happened in this game,
That's right.
right? You know, somebody can get hot down the stretch and somebody drops a couple and you never know what's going to happen. But no matter what happens, we owe the game and we owe each other just to play hard all the time. And you can never question how hard our guys are playing. We may not be very good on a certain night, but it doesn't mean we're not playing hard.
Time to get some new ice bags.
Oh, baby. Yeah, my knees are a little beat up today. I hope Hop is watching this. I had to throw the whole round of BP, so when he gets back, I'm going to look at him and say, hey, man, look at my legs.
That's right, yeah. Zach
So-
Miller might be a good luck charm at first base now.
Well, yeah, nobody's going to call our guys out with Miller down
That's
there, right?
right, yeah.
He's a big man.
Yeah, no one wants to fight that guy.
Not me.
How about get some ice bags, some Neapolitan ice cream, and enjoy this one for a few hours?
Neapolitan ice cream. JoJo, I'm on my way home.
There it is.
All right, love you, JoJo.
Thanks,
See you guys.
appreciate that.
Bye-bye.
That is Mark Magdaleno, hitting instructor, third base coach. Another winning edition of Ice Bags with Mags in the book there. That was fun, y'all. That was bizarre. Never really seen anything quite like that as the Portland Pickles end up getting the win by a final score of 9-8. They out-hit Walla Walla 15-13. But as Mags pointed out, the most important category, the Swedes commit 4 errors. Portland commits none. And the final of those 4 errors, a dropped fly ball by Cesar Lopez in left field, brings home the winning run. 3-run score in the bottom of the 9th. A game-tying 2-run home run by John Jensen, as predicted by our own Caleb Jones. Props to Caleb. He'll come back. Yeah, hopefully he'll live off of that for about a week and then come down again. We'll see. And then in the bottom of the 9th inning, with nobody out, bases loaded up again, and Chase Luttrell ends up getting the game-winning. Would have been a base hit, but was dropped in left field for the game winner for Portland. And that's it. 9-8 the final. All right, let's go home, sleep this one off, and the Pickles will go to Port Angeles and Bend 6 straight on the road, and then return home a week from tomorrow for the final regular season homestand of the year, 3 with the Cowlitz Black Bears. For Caleb Jones, color man and camera operator, John King, our director of video operations, Gary Walker, I should say, our official statistician, Alex Skelton, our sound engineer, and Robert Jones, the official voice of Walker Stadium. I'm Chuda Newby saying good night, so long from Walker Stadium.